Good morning, good day to everyone. This is our week at a glance. I'm Studios, and this month we're going over the terror barrier. And why is it important to understand what the terror barrier is and how to get over this barrier? And in reality, you're going to always face this when you're going beyond what you know how to do. And that's why it's so important to have a definiteness of purpose. And with that definiteness of purpose, really digging deep inside of yourself and acting on those plans. Creating a plan, acting on the plan. The plan must be sound. And it must be a continuous act. The reason it must be a continuous act is because the mind never stops, and your mind never stops working with ideas. And it's important to control the flow of the way you think, and it's also important to control the body. Controlling the way you think and the body are two different parts, but they must be in harmony with one another. You're going to find the majority of the time your mind and body are doing two different things, unless they're in harmony with the situation. That's why you're at ease. You're at ease whenever your mind and body are doing what you know how to do. And that's why you don't feel the terror barrier in those states. You don't feel them because you already know how to do those things. That means you can do it without any consequence. You can do it without getting upset or angry or disheartened, or you just do it with ease. You do it automatic. And it's your automatic once you know how to do something. Let's take driving, for instance. At the beginning, when you started to drive, you may have had some follies. But as soon as you really took to it and you practice it over and over and over and over again, then now you do it without even thinking about it. And this is the same process of growth, of growing into a goal or developing yourself in life to become who you wanted to become. You've got to go through the process of understanding, and understanding is growth. But as well as through that understanding, you're walking into those terror barriers. You're going to have to walk into the things that you don't know how to do. But you've got to follow through with the same precise steps. You got to think, which means imagine. Imagining means to go beyond what you know how to do. Thinking means thinking beyond what you know. Researching and identifying yourself with the things that you need to learn with, and then taking and writing a plan. I remember Andrew Carnegie's first step when he was talking about it, devoting his mind to his major purpose in life. And it was the making and marketing of steel. But he not only stopped at the thinking of it, he continued on. He backed those wishes. He backed those dreams with action. And he backed it with grouping himself with a group of men that were ready and willing to go beyond what they knew how to do. So he surrounded himself with men that wanted to go in the same direction that he wanted to go. He surrounded himself and he backed himself with a plan of action, a sound plan to the carrying out of making and marketing of steel. Now, we can do the same thing. He achieved great success when he gave great products, when he gave substantial products, substantial service. So the result was substantial increase. Always in equal proportion to what you do. Now, we do things a lot different than the normal people. That's why we're getting results that are not normal. The average individual is not going to go and set a C-type goal that's way beyond what they know how to do, that's 10, 20 times greater than what they've ever done. The average individual sets little goals, if they set a goal at all. That's why they stay more or less the same. Now, we're not a normal people. We're not a normal self-development company, because we don't want to be normal, and nor do we work with normal people. We work with people that want to be successful. We work with people that are ready to bet on themselves, that are willing to do what they've never done, that are willing to invest in themselves. That's why very few people do that, because they're not ready and willing to go outside of the norm. But that norm and that normality is what has people stuck all over the world. 97, 98% of the people are stuck. And they don't achieve much in life because they weren't willing to do the uncommon. That's why very few people are successful. Success is not normal, nor is it average. That's why few people do it. Because you have to go against everything that you were born to do. You've got to go against all of your beliefs. You've got to go against the environment that's talking to you. You've got to go beyond what they know how to do. You've got to go beyond what you know how to do. And that's not normal. Everyone else is using the normal side of their personality. Everyone else is using their intellect to create the reality. Everyone else is doing what everyone else does. When you're scared and you're hitting the terror barrier, that is completely normal. What's not normal is going against that fear. What's not normal is going against your own brain. Your brain talks to you. You say, no, it doesn't. I don't talk to myself. You're doing it right now. Your brain will play a trick on you to keep you in conformity. 97, 98% of people conform to their logic, to their environment, to the things around them. We're not normal. If you feel something inside of you does not want to be like the normal people, no longer wants to live a normal life, wants to go beyond what normal is, wants to do the uncommon to get uncommon results, you've got to go against everything in theory that you've seen. We've been conditioned to live normal lives. We've been conditioned to live like the masses. You have a perfectly operating brain. If you want to conform. You've got a perfect operating brain if you don't want to go and do those things. You've got a perfectly operating brain if you want to do like the masses. You've got a perfectly operating brain if you have fear, doubt, and worry. But what's not normal, and what will give you the results that are beyond normal, is to go beyond what you know how to do. That's the trick. What is the common denominator of success? Doing the things that failures don't want to do. Doing the things that you don't want to do. And that's not normal. But this is why so few people are truly successful. Any individual that's really been great and really successful in their life will always tell you, and they always go back to, it goes back to the way they think. It goes back to the way they use their mind, the way they operate their mind. Everything is a mindset. The trick is getting beyond what your mind is set to do. When you set a goal that's big enough, when you set a goal that's bigger than your circumstances, and you start to work towards that goal, the facts don't count. The facts don't matter anymore. If you stick to your decision and your goals and your vision, and you start taking massive action, the world's going to change. And everybody around you will be wondering what happened. Well, this is what we help you do. This is what we do. This is what we teach at I Am Mastermind, Institute of the Mind. And every day we have Scaling for Life. We're teaching the process. Every Saturday, we're teaching Business Matrix. We're teaching people how to think into the results and how to create the life they desire. And this is what we can do for you. We can teach you how to live the life that you desire, to live a creator's lifestyle. It's a different model. That's why very few people are doing it. But if you are willing to bet on you and you're willing to invest in you, send us a message. Again, every month, once a month, we're having a live event. Everything's here. It's waiting on you. You've got to make a decision. And the people that make decisions, a decision, permanent decision, are the people that change their whole life. They don't change their decisions. Permanent. That's why they get out and do something. Bet on you. Every Thursday, end of the month, normally it's the end of the month. This month is going to be on the 29th, September the 29th, 6 to 9 p.m. Bet on you. You're interested in this information, you're ready to make a committed decision, Don't do it for anyone else. You got to do this for you. And don't let anybody change your mind. Don't let anybody steal your dream. Bet on you. Bet on you. Everyone have a wonderful day, and we'll be seeing you guys again next week.